I did have to. I did order food. I got normal cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake. I got this ghetto ass, cheap ass peanut butter. You already know, 100% peanuts, baby. I'm putting that on there. And I got the halal. I got falafel with rice and other vegetables, if that's what they want to call them. Because I was telling them, okay, I'll start with, I had to be economic. So I was like, all right, normally I DoorDash. Now I got, what are my options? Because I never ordered food before. I've always had a car. So I got a Grubhub and I got that $10 off 20. So I only spent like $24 with the tip. I mean, it's whatever. But I basically was like, you know what, fuck it. It's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna do what I want. So then I did it. And I was smoking weed out of this. I don't even know if I can or cannot say it. I'm like, I don't know. There's dispensaries here. I don't know. But this is, dang, let me cover the bowl. So this is from Liberty 503. This was a company I worked for in Portland in like 2019. Or no, like, dang, dude. My forehead is stressed, I can tell. Who cares? I worked there a long time ago. Probably like closer to a decade now. It's me. I did that. Hopi, it's okay. It was just me. You're okay. I had to get falafel. I don't know if I said that, but I really do not want to be eating meat as much. I'm over it. So yeah, this is my dad's. Like, I gave this to my dad for Christmas maybe a year or two before. Oh no, who cares when it was? I'm wrong anyway. I gave this to my dad before he died. And so when he died and I decided to come to Ohio, this is the only piece of glass that I brought with me other than a milk bong. But of course my milk bong has been at my friend's house that I don't go to because that's the house that the crackhead fucking tried to jump on my vehicle at nighttime. So I was like, I took heed from spirit and decided that is not a place for me to go. Daytime, nighttime, I don't care. That's like how I navigate these days. Like, I'll take that as a sign. I'll take, like, it is in every, I'm paying attention to absolutely every shift in my environment to direct myself, whether it be like, I just look for basically, if everyone around me is a mirror, doesn't have to be true, but if I look at it that way, and the people who trigger me are things I need to work on or work through, then I will do that work, but that work's meant for my own private life. So I don't like people in my energy field who trigger me to do that work, because it's like I am responsible about when and where and how I do my emotional cleansing every day. So it's like I don't need to have that when I've already done my emotional cleansing. I try not to be around people who like bring up shit in me. Obviously, it's all spectrum, but I don't even know how I got on that. I really wanted to be like, I did order food. I had to do it. I was like, you know what? And I will say Haley came home because it's not that I don't want to go into in detail, because it's like at the end of the day, what I went through and what I'm going through with my family is different than her. In the same way as my partner, like, or my ex-partner. It's like, I know that my ex-partner, I have more severity on my disdain for him than I do with Haley, because my partner has been inside of me. My partner has been around my family. You know, like, we have been together for 6 years. So you basically, it's like a concentrated amount of time and so much more of an intimacy that I do categorize him as my family, because I attracted that same kind of abuse cycle. And I do see those familiarities with Haley, but I am in complete understanding that the way that she has chosen to go about this, I just get it. And it's like, that's not something I feel I need to express in detail. It's just not. When it is the time, it will be. But as of right now, all of the feelings that I had, it's that same thing. It's like, that is for me. And that's like for at home. I think that there are big, evil, emotional things people can do, like, and then minor, not evil, but more self-preservation, like emotionally mature, or emotionally immature versus like truly narcissistic. It's like, these are different playing fields and they deserve different levels of space, time, brutality, all that. I truly feel like with her, it's like she just does not understand where I'm coming from. And that being said, I wanted to follow through with being like, it's not that I wasn't invited to Thanksgiving. It's like the way that I popped off. You saw it on that video. Like, you already seen where my energy was at. I was like, fuck these fucking kids. I'm gonna kick them in the fucking face. Like, I kept observing and observing until I had had enough. And the reason I don't talk to people when I observe them is because I have realized that there's no reason to talk unless you have something like on the line per se. And we did have something on the line, but what I would have, the negotiation was a dead stop, because it was like, where her process is exactly where I'm getting out of. So it's like, it doesn't compute. So it's like, it can't work. It's almost like a circuit. Like, sometimes you can make shift things and you can make it work, whatever, but that was not how it was with this. But I say that to say, obviously, it's not that I'm not invited. No one actively told me no. But it's like, without saying too much, it would be outrageous. I would have had to go to her and say, although we're having these issues, it's really important for me to not spend Thanksgiving alone. And she, I can almost guarantee, would have been like, of course, dude. It's like, it's really us fighting egos. Like, that's truly, it's like two men. Like, we're just having a dick measuring contest, in my mind. That's how I feel about it. It's like, I'm not gonna budge, she's not gonna budge. So it was like, obviously, it was in my best interest not to go, because I needed to also just like, I'm just, what's it called? Sensitive. I'm sensitive to energies and things, and if I feel that there's anything around me that triggers me, almost like a whitetail, you see that fucking, it's like, I don't want to explain it and I don't want to offend anybody, so I'll just remove myself. Because it's like, I can't explain what love is, so I can't explain what intuition is. It's just like, it's purposeless. I'd rather put it on myself and be like, even if... to the point, all I was gonna say is there was food. I definitely got leftovers brought to me. Like, you can have all this Thanksgiving food, and I was like, I'm gonna get falafel. Just because it really is my ego, I think. I'm just like so I mean, I don't want to say it's all ego. It's more of like a distrust. I struggle with trusting right now. And with like the fact that there still are court dates to be had, it's like I'm just very concerned all the time, and my mind is like coming out of such a different spot. It's hard for me to have what's it called, to be open emotionally. I'm just like, if it's anything that could be, it's done. And it's just because I have to like have those boundaries for myself in order for me to have discipline, and then also to like co-create with God and my angels and my ancestors. Like, if I have a certain purpose, and maybe that's what I'm trying to find, you know? So it's like, if I feel like there's a communication from other source that's leading me somewhere, then even if it leads me into discomfort, when here I am with my house and a job and like everything's good, and I'm with someone who will still do me right, even when it's like, you know, there's still going to be leftovers in the fridge. Like, that is something that I definitely did not have at home. And regardless of like my pop-offs, it's like both are still true. It still is a better situation, but I still do have to withdraw. It's like, that is a difficult thing to process, I guess, because I don't even understand it. But I'm so sure of it that I have like an ego behind it, you know? And I think I just kind of need that right now. Like, I almost need to not care about anyone's feelings, because it's like, that's all I've ever done. So it's like, I can't anymore. I just have to be like, only what's true to me. Only what I think is going to push me in the best, highest, quickest trajectory towards, first and foremost, that financial stability, because that is what put me in a weak situation, vulnerable to like bad men, or not being able to like not only sustain myself, but it's even when it comes to like educating myself and taking my body into a higher state, like getting massage work done to get trauma out, or, you know, eating well. Like, it's just very important to have that stability, and I've never really cared about it, probably because I was codependent, because I knew like my family, I would, at the end of the day, I would always have a place to sleep, and if I needed help on a month of rent, I was gonna get it. And like, there was like enough balance between like, you have to be mature. But when I started glass, like, I got a job in a glass community, and then with apprenticeshiping, that is the only time I moved back home in my whole life, and that is what has led to this. Isn't that motherfucking crazy? I moved back home in August of 2022, and I had just gotten Hopi. My dad dies, and then I would tell TJ that I used to always tell my family, if I ever had to move back home, I would either get addicted to drugs or kill myself. And that ended up being true. I don't know if I manifested it, could be true, but it really doesn't matter at this point. It's like, the fact of the matter is, I left Haley in a roommate situation to be with TJ. And I was desperate to be, I just needed to be like taken care of. I was tired of like emotional turmoil already. And then COVID happens. And then it's like, I'm in this toxic thing that like I keep trying to fix, and like it has truth, but it's not getting better. And so then I'm like, you know what? I want to reinvent myself, and then I get into tattooing, and that's the perfect excuse for me to like, well, I already knew I didn't want to live with him anymore, but I did know that like his mom needed a place. Like I just had to like cooperate the situation because I want to make sure everyone was good, you know? And I think that that's like, then when I moved home, I had to make sure 2 households were good in my own mind. But truly, that was my position anyway. But I think that shit was too much. So now I'm just like, I can't be caring about people like that. Like, I can on my own volition, but I want that if anything is out of place, it's because of me. Like, I think that's the best way I could say it without trying to blast someone, you know? But it is interesting how, like, I will now is when I say, oh, my phone's about to die, it's probably good. When I say that, I'm like listening to spirit through people, and it will be, I stay away from triggers, and then I try and stay with people who like remind me of the highest version of myself. There's 2 people that, like, I work in a kitchen and I'm gonna cook, which is funny, but they both, within my very first couple days, gifted me food and drinks. And then, like, I'm such a giver that I actually kind of have fallen short on it, I feel like, a little bit, because I got so tired of it. So it gave me the opportunity to do something nice for both of them. So it was like a perfect sign for me, because not a lot of people do little nice shit like that. Like, oh, I got you a coffee. Like, you're like, what? You don't even know me. And one's a woman and one's gay. So, you know, it's real, dude. Which is crazy. So, I don't know where I'm going next. I have no idea. I haven't thought about it really. I mean, I love Columbus. Columbus is cool, but I don't like that there's so much people. And I don't like that there's not a lot of nature. So I think maybe what would be best is like, there is no best, actually. It will come to me what I'm supposed to do. I know it will. It's going to be an amazing opportunity, or like, I don't want to say too much, but there's a lot of big bang routes right now. So I'm not worried about like getting out in proper timing or anything like that. It's like, I really only plan to be here 1 more month, because I don't want to keep like doing this thing, you know? Like, I've been living out of a suitcase already, going back and forth from my mom and dad's to TJ's since 2022. And then it's like, and then from like mid-August, or wait, yeah, probably like mid to late August, I've been fucked. Completely, just like most of my days were consumed with just walking Hopi at a park. Because I would just be like trying to stay away from TJ, and then by time like he would leave for work and I would be there with his mom, which I felt we bonded a lot in that time. And I saw her as a mother in ways that I had never seen her. Because she could see what I was going through. I felt that she could see it. She would even advise me sometimes on like how to navigate without saying it. She would tell me how to. And then that's what would make me crazier. Because like if a person says, I can read between the lines. And so when someone's basically telling you, like, just don't argue with him. Like, don't tell him your opinion. Don't like if he disrespects you or like belittles you through his tone or thinking he knows everything or being so controlling over everything, she's like, just let it go. And it's like, I think she had my best interest, but that's what started making me go crazy. Everyone around me being like, just let it go, just leave it alone. And it's like, why? But now, and even then, there were so many times that Lorraine would be like cooking for me and just like, she really was like, you need to make sure, how are you doing? I would be in the room. Everyone knew I wanted to kill myself. I was actively like telling them I'm struggling because every day when I wake up, that's what I think. So I feel like really believed me, like that this wasn't a cry for help or like a crash out, that this was something I was feeling for a long time, and I was only saying it because I was like almost, it wasn't a threat, it was like my mental state is so bad that I feel concerned on how to navigate it. So can you please help me, or at least help me by like speaking kindly to me? Because I'm pretty quick. If someone's like, Aaron, you need to go chill, like you're popping off, I would consider myself submissive in that regard, unless I think I'm right, which I don't want to say I always am, but I don't fight unless like it's so abundantly clear, because I've been so fucking manipulated that it's like in order for me to even do that, I have non-negotiable proof that is like, I don't have to talk to other people. It's just like anyone would feel that way. So then once I finally get there, you can't really get me back. But I felt like I was really like just saying it to people, like, I think you guys need to take this more seriously, you know? Like, I take you guys seriously. And I don't ask for shit. Like, I never really, had an experience where I had to ask my mom for guidance without my mom crying because I'm going through it herself. Like, I've never been able to get advice or strength. Like, but I did, now that my dad's gone, I see it a lot from my dad. But it's like everyone, I think, around me, it's not that they may perceive that they were able to give me advice, but now that I'm away from it, I recognize that I just don't respect who they are. So the advice they give me, I think is, what's the word? How do I say it? Like, it has their own agenda. They have their own agenda why they're giving me this advice. Like, my brother never liked TJ because TJ was like a pussy to him. But it's like I would tell my brother all the time, like, I date guys like that because I need to be heard and like da-da-da. And he was like, yeah, but you need someone to build you a fucking house. And it's like, that's true, but if that were all it took, then he would still have any girl that he's ever had. Like, if money and resources were all it took, then we wouldn't be bitching, would we? But women all over the world are still bitching, and they're never gonna stop until, well, people just will never stop bitching because it's important to. But like, it's so unbalanced because it's like, yeah, y'all don't even try to get it, and then the ones who get it, I feel like the girls are so used to bitching that they're like, what's wrong with this motherfucker? I had to get the halal. I had to get the falafel. It was gonna kill me if I didn't. And I got chocolate, standard, peanut butter. I'm gonna eat them all together. Like, it's important for my soul because I don't have nothing else but weed, baby. Even I thought about making a cup of coffee. But I did that yesterday, or I drank a Red Bull at work yesterday. And I haven't really been drinking crazy like I used to. But now I just like drink basically half a French press in the morning. And then when I had that Red Bull, I was up until 5 a.m. That was fucked. I was like, damn, I didn't realize how much caffeine affected me. I feel like I'm less sweaty too. I feel like caffeine makes me sweat so much. Well, goodbye.